Before we begin, JJ, it's worth noting hypnosis isn't about believing in something unprovable. It's not a magic show, and it's not mind control. In fact, it's something we're already doing, all of us, every day. For instance, when you're completely absorbed in a book or movie and you forget you're sitting on a chair, when your mind rehearses an argument that you might never have, or when you fall asleep and dream of things that never happened, these are all real-world examples of the subconscious taking center stage. Hypnosis simply directs that process, but with purpose. The conscious mind steps back, and something deeper and quieter is heard. Something deeper within your mind. You don't need to believe in it. You simply follow the steps and it happens. Simply listen to the instructions, do what they tell you, and the hypnosis will take place and the changes will happen. It's like taking a deep breath. You don't need to believe in oxygen or know anything about how it works for it to take effect. So sit or lie down comfortably now. Take in a deep breath and then let it out more slowly than it came in. Now, do 4 things at once, gently. 1. Drop your shoulders just by a fraction. Imagine they've just got a little bit heavier and a little bit looser. 2. Begin to slowly rotate your left ankle. 3. Let your breath slow by just a second or 2 each time you rotate your foot. 4. In your mind, begin to picture a room that feels calm, cool, and safe. It doesn't matter if it's a real room that you're already familiar with or an imaginary one. And now you notice something strange happens. Your mind, when asked to focus on too many small tasks at once, can't consciously hold all 4. It becomes so full that something has to shift. And now we will allow that shift to take place. Now, at this point, imagine your field of awareness, your consciousness, is like a circular disc within your mind. The conscious part is a tiny sliver at the top. It's bright, focused, and analytical. Your subconscious lies below the surface, and while it's active, it's not normally accessible. But because you're becoming so relaxed and focused, this disc can begin to rotate. And as it rotates, the subconscious part of your mind moves into the place that was previously occupied by your conscious mind. And this means that it's now open to suggestion and change. At the same time, your conscious mind, with its awareness and ability to analyze and think, gently rotates out of the way. It's not shut off, just in the background, out of the way, and not involved right now. And you will notice that as this slow rotation continues, something amazing happens. Your deeper mind, your subconscious, becomes open. And it feels amazing. I think you will definitely agree. The part of you that stores feelings, beliefs, emotional memory, and other emotions is now accessible. And you can go there now. In a moment, I'll just suggest and in fact ask you to open your eyes and then close them again. That will help you go deeper. Open your eyes. Now close them and let yourself automatically drop deeper. You don't have to try, it just happens. And it's like magic. Obviously it's not magic, but it feels like it. Imagine now you're sinking into a space beneath thinking, a place that always exists behind the noise. And now, pay attention to your hands. Let them feel like heavy weights on the end of your arms. And as your hands get heavier, your arms also start to feel heavier. Again, that just happens automatically at this point. So this means now that every word you hear now invites your subconscious to listen more carefully. And not only that, because you've got yourself in this situation and your conscious disc has rotated out of the way for now, you now hear each word and are able to listen much more carefully. Again, it feels like magic, and it's incredible, isn't it, that it's just happening. You don't have to think or believe in anything. This is happening. And now we'll look at the situations that cause you unnecessary discomfort and psychological pain. Because really, you know that these things don't happen because the world is unkind, but because your system has learned to protect itself, and it responds accordingly. But now, as your deeper mind listens, it begins to learn something new. It learns because it knows it already, really, that you are actually safe in yourself. No thought or word or even a glance from anybody else can define you or your worth. That's simple as that. Nothing that anybody else does or says defines you. And your subconscious knows that. Every other person you meet, good or bad, is a world of their own. It has nothing to do with you. They have their own wounds, their own filters, their own many flaws. And that means that when someone judges or dismisses or misunderstands, it says everything about their view of the world and about them and how they feel, and absolutely nothing about you. Your subconscious now will rewire this, like a computer disk cleaning itself before being reformatted. You will now, in your mind, hear these words being embedded right into your subconscious like a new computer program, because that is how subconscious works. These are the words which your subconscious now can say, and you can repeat them out loud or to yourself, whichever feels more comfortable. Other people's reactions no longer activate my pain. I observe and hear other people and what they have to do or say without internalizing. I can feel and I can be free of what other people say or do or what I might think they feel. And those things are worth repeating. So, to reinforce, here they are again. Other people's reactions, what they do or say, no longer activate my pain. I observe other people and what they might do or say without internalizing it, because it's not important to me or how I feel. I can feel myself and I can be free to be myself and comfortable with what I am. Whatever anybody else says doesn't define me, and it's not relevant. So, having said all those things, remember, JJ, from now on, when somebody smiles or doesn't, when somebody replies warmly or coldly, you might notice it, but it doesn't affect you or enter your consciousness. It bounces quite rightly off your surface. You remain calm, and you remain safe, and you remain whole, because you know, and your subconscious knows perfectly well, that what other people say is not relevant or important. It's like water off a glass. And because your subconscious is so powerful, and because you are so intelligent, you know that this is true, and you know that this change in the way you feel and respond will happen straight away, because it's just obvious. So now your subconscious will reformat, and it will reinforce this foundation, because you are definitely someone who enjoys connection, but you absolutely do not need approval. You stand alone as you are, as an amazing human being that doesn't need anybody else to affirm what you are. You can control your own boundaries, and you can do it with all the grace that you naturally have. You are also free to prioritize your own mental peace before other people's. You don't ever have to feel guilty about that. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't give other people the right to judge you. And in fact, other people won't judge you because of that. And you know that when you think about it. Other people will recognize and respect you for that. And you definitely don't need to feel guilty about prioritizing yourself. Imagine a version of yourself moving forward from now, laughing, holding friendships and valuing them without fear. The friendships might not be perfect, but they are friendships nonetheless, and you are strong enough to hold them, good or bad. And if your friends don't have security or feel good about themselves or behave in ways which are not ideal, you know that has nothing to do with you. And you are strong enough as a friend to understand and support them. And they will respect you and love you more for that. And your friendships will grow stronger. And because you're strong, you know that the friends who aren't worth having are not friends after all, and they are no loss to you. You don't have to feel bad. The right people support you, and you know perfectly well that you're a good person, and your subconscious knows that more than anything. And this version already exists inside you, and all you're doing is seeing the reflection of reality. In a few moments, I'll count from 1 to 5. And with each number, the disc will rotate back into position. You can picture it again like that circle in your head with a little sliver of consciousness on top that's just been lying out of the way, still observing but out of the way. And with each number, your conscious mind will return back to the surface, and it will only have with it the things that are positive and that help you move forward, because your conscious mind is ultimately controlled by the subconscious mind that we've been talking to and dealing with. And remember that your conscious mind can only ever look after you. It only ever does things that protect and are positive for you and your well-being. It gives you what heals you and what frees you up. So, 1, just becoming aware of your body again. 2, a sense of energy coming from deep within inside you and rising calm. 3, the room around you is slowly returning. 4, You may now begin to feel your eyes blink open because all of this just happened naturally. And 5, your eyes are definitely open now. You're wide awake. You're refreshed, clear, and calm. Well done. This is the real you in the room now.